In our marriage, we were just having a little bit of kind of a rough patch with that, and Russ, along with Becky Peterson, just were a real blessing in our lives in terms of helping us to refocus in our marriage and really focus in a Christ-centered way, and growing in our faith and growing in our marriage simultaneously. And at this point, our marriage is the strongest it's ever been, and that's just really, a tribute to his work and with us and to God, and we're just so thankful for that, growing our marriage and our faith at the same time.
How long have you guys been working with us?
9 months.
9 months. Okay. What was it like when you first came? Do you remember?
Apprehension.
Scared.
Why? Where were you guys in terms of your marriage relationship?
Separate lives. Both emotionally and physically. We
Okay.
2 different homes. Struggling to find happiness with each other.
Were you guys at some point thinking, if it doesn't work, divorce might be a possibility, or
That was definitely an option.
Okay.
That was on the table.
how did it come off the table?
Well, I think the biggest thing that came out of it is, and I think we were at that point, is we need to give it our best effort forth before we would consider the divorce. And I think through time with you guys, we're trusting in God, and I think there's been changes that have occurred in both our lives and together, that obviously with your help and truly with God's support, we've seen the difference. And we know we have a long journey. It's probably one that never ends, but I think there's more hope today that it can be mended back together than we would have had 9 months ago.
Linda, how about you? What's the best thing that's happened as you've kind of been on this journey of trusting and waiting to see how God will help you guys put your marriage back together?
One of the things that it probably has come to me the strongest is God sharing with me that put your trust in Him, and He has said all along, and I have felt it and felt so strong about that I need to stick with it. I need to give it all I can, and I
Sure.
just God saying that it's going to work out. It's going to work out. And the other thing is praying together. Just that's the 2 of us doing that. It's really a wonderful thing.
What decision did you guys just kind of finalize tonight that was kind of a big deal for you?
We're going to work towards moving back into one home.
Russ has been a big part in our marriage. He has listened to us, he's guided us, he has given us the support, and he's just given us the tools to become such a stronger marriage and our family. We thank Russ every day for what he's given us.
We have a pretty good marriage and we get along pretty well. About 1.5 years ago, we were in a quite a bit different place and fighting pretty much all the time. We'd get in about 3-hour-long fights probably every other day, and it just would never end. We kind of got to a point where we were just in so much pain all the time because things kept escalating that we had kind of lost the ability to really resolve anything anymore permanently. We would kind of figure it out, go on for another couple days, and then something else would flare up. So what we did is we started meeting with Russ and Becky and started working through things. One of the biggest things that I think was important for us was not escalating a fight so much that one of us has to just be the one to start deflating it. That was a tool that we learned in counseling, and then as we went through, other things just kind of came up. One of the things Christy came up with was a fist bump, and we always have to remember that we're on the same team, and sometimes it's kind of hard, but we always have to just say, okay, same team. And it's kind of funny because it's like as soon as we do that, it clicks in like, okay, let's start using the tools because we are on the same team and we do want this to work and we want to get through this fight.
I think that even in counseling, kind of we're able to learn about yourself as well. So we can have a better understanding of why we're doing what we're doing, and our spouse can also sit down and say, okay, well, now I see why you do this. It's not because I'm trying to be malicious or attack you. You have to be healthy yourself before you can work on each other as well.
If we hadn't gone to counseling, I don't know if we would have made it. Maybe we would. But I also think that because we sought help, we're going to be in a better place 20 years from now. We'll be stronger because we're laying a better foundation. It's like an investment.
None of it would have worked without God. Absolutely. I think a faith-based counseling is very important. It's all about three, you know, we're all in this together, and God's got a plan for us, and we just gotta open our eyes and use these tools that we did get through counseling.